So Kevin Larson here with Mark Screech. Opening ceremonies here, and we'll just mostly watch. But Mark here has some information about lacrosse as a whole. Very UPRRLA. You can explain what that is, but also Manitoba head coach.
Pretty close. That's actually vice president of RLA.
VP.
My writing is atrocious, and I didn't type that up for you, so that's my fault.
Try this again. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight, taking part in the 2019 Founders Cup opening ceremonies. I'd like to extend a special thank you this year to all of our sponsors, our volunteers, officials, CLA representatives, and last but most importantly, all of the teams, coaches, managers who have taken the time this week, most of them off work, to come and be part of this. Without all of you and your help, hosting an event like this would not be possible.
I'll put that up on our site.
I would now like to call out each province and the representatives. From British Columbia, the Coquitlam Adnax.
Representing British Columbia earlier today.
Yeah, they're actually led by one of the first players there from Carberry up front, that Slade Bantam team. Adnex coming from BC, storied club that's had a lot of success at different levels. Really big program. It's really awesome to have them out here. Very special.
A solid win earlier today.
Representing Alberta.
Yeah, nothing but the best from them, that's for sure.
Representing Alberta, the Shamrocks. We just watched them, and kind of a high-scoring affair.
Yep. Coming from the same league as the Blizzard there, the Rocky Mountain League.
Representing Saskatchewan, the Saskatchewan SWAT.
Saskatchewan SWAT. They lost the game just before this broadcast, but a great third period to really kind of reset that tone.
Yep, that's our provincial rival. I've been playing against them. Blizzard playing against them. Toba playing against them in a different version as Team Saskatchewan for many years. Being led by a couple of Bantam players from our local Sidewinders and Griffins teams.
From Manitoba, your Manitoba Blizzard.
Manitoba Blizzard, home team. They have yet to play. They'll be playing after these opening ceremonies. The only team that
had much success. They came really close last year, our founders. This is a new crew, quite a turnover of players this year, but surprisingly they've done quite well in the RMLL, winning the Eastern Division currently.
Carter Williams, we got to talk to him during a game earlier today.
Yeah, Carter's awesome.
Representing Ontario, Six Nation Rebels.
Again, another storied franchise coming from out east. Lots of tradition, hotbed of lacrosse. most likely, well, not most likely, but time to time, odds-on favorite to take championships down at this age. That's for sure.
And they did win their earlier game against the North Shore Kodiaks. Doing quite well. Dominant showing.
Absolutely. Looking forward to later on. Seneca playing these guys will be quite interesting. Two First Nations teams, First Nations style. The stick skills are amazing. That's worth tuning into.
Yeah.
If you blink, you miss the ball, right? So lots of hidden ball checks, hard.
You did watch the game earlier.
I've been around for a few times. My team's been fooled a few times, so.
I know. Me and Glenn are talking. We're not sure where that ball was. It's between the legs. We saw that over the shoulder, under the shoulder.
Yeah. North Shore Kodiaks out of Quebec, correct? It's really good to see them show up and be represented in this tournament. They're kind of similar to the Blizzard, smaller programs, not the big numbers. So lunch bucket crew most likely coming out here, working really hard for those wins and those shots.
And they're going to play their second game of the day, and every team will play 2 games one day up until Sunday's championship games. So kind of get it done early and get more rest throughout the week.
From First Nations Lacrosse Association, the Seneca War Chiefs.
There we go.
Seneca, as you were talking about?
Yeah, another storied franchise. They seem to show up at Founders year after year, which is really, really amazing. Looking forward to that matchup between them and Six Nations. It's really, really special to have these guys aboard here, and they got the best jerseys and the best helmets out of anyone.
I was going to say they definitely have the catchiest jerseys. And of course, if you're going to play, you want to look good, right?
That, you know what, that's a lacrosse thing, you know. Like we like the swag. We like looking good. We don't like plain Jane. And if you stand out, the better you stand out, the better. And there's this phase for a little while where mid-calf socks and fluorescent this and that and crazy shorts were around. It still exists. Personality is important. That's a great crew. Look at that.
That's our 7 teams for the Founders Cup.
Yeah.
And now I'd like to introduce the opening ceremony's main act from Treaty Number 1, the Walking Wolf Singers and Dancers.
Walking Wolf Singers and Dancers from
Always love it. So powerful. Our history is steeped in the First Nations community. Just absolutely. Every time that happens, gives me chills and makes me feel proud also quite a bit.
A sport borrowed from the First Nations. And of course, we made our own sport kind of based off that called ice hockey, and so you can say the influence, even if you're not a lacrosse fan or just a new lacrosse fan. I won't say you're not a lacrosse fan if you're watching, you're just a new one. But we all know ice hockey, and lacrosse came first, and built off that, and that's what they played, and it was from my understanding. Now I don't know the history too much. It's been 20 years since I've been in high school. But it was kind of a friendship thing they did do with new people, and even amongst themselves, they would play and sport. And we know the Olympics. Well, this was kind of their thing, their main Olympic sport, or I guess not Olympic, but that type of thing where we kind of put down what we're doing and we do it. So
this sport is steeped in history. It goes back many years, way before settlers, way before anything.
Yeah.
And, it came around, and then used to be to resolve conflict and so on and so forth. Played on massive fields, and not uncommon that people get severe injuries. Of course, that's a little bit changed now, but at the root of the sport still, it's a warrior sport. It's not for the faint of heart.
Nope.
And there's a lot of pride behind it, right? But at the end of the day, though, there's always this respect. Something that I've always experienced is that even when we leave the box, even when we're off the field, it's still camaraderie and respect no matter what. Never really had a negative experience with another player. It's always left on the box, and that's really kind of cool.
Yeah, indeed. It's amazing how sport can do that, and one where it really just defines you and it make you proud, even if you're not a part of it. You just see it and you're like, they're proud, and that's a cool thing. To see culture and just drive and do something that is fun to watch. Glenn, what you talking about, kind of the toughness. Glenn and I were saying this is I forget his name now. This is terrible of me, but we're talking how this is even tougher than hockey. And Glenn and I are looking, it's like they're not wearing any pads on the lower half, and just.
Was that the young Finnish gentleman from
earlier? I feel like I'm feminizing the name.
He's right. Yeah, he said he wanted to be a part of it because it's a little bit more physical, and that's legit.
There.
The big thing also to highlight also is that it's a very high-skilled sport. It's not simply physical and people beating each other up. There's method behind that. That's the way the checking is done. So it's a little bit different, but at the end of the day, it's about speed and skill, and it's very, I call it very organic. Okay, so there's no ice, right?
Yeah.
There's no piece of steel. Yeah. Right? It's your feet. It's the stick. It's the ground. You're connected to the earth. Right? So at the end of the day here, it's very pure. It's a little bit more pure than hockey. And yes, it requires a lot more physicality and mental strength. You can't glide around. You have no choice but to run. Yeah. And that's just the way it is. So it's very, very awesome like that. It's very natural.
Yeah, you're talking about skill and just seeing them just flick the ball so effortlessly. You sometimes can't even see the ball. And the only reason why you know it's with the other player is that they're moving. And even watching in practice, I know I was telling you beforehand, I could have sworn they were just doing the motions. There was no ball until one of them dropped it after about 10 passes because it was going so fast that watching I couldn't see it. And that's the skill. We heard
that in itself, cradling like that, hiding the ball. That in itself is like a whole dimension to the game. Yeah. That it's one thing to learn to catch and pass in the sport because it's really, really challenging. Then it's the next thing to catch and pass on the run. Yeah. And then you start doing hidden ball tricks, really hard shots, pick and rolls, and the rest of it. Yeah. And you can't discount any of the ability of these players, almost at any level. For sure, at any level.
One of those things, there's a lot of sports where if you're athletic, the skills mostly transfer, and there's a lot of just pure athleticism here, but just that ball handling. Even you could have soft hands in hockey, but it's a different skill set, and I can say that you would be hard-pressed to find someone who could just hop in and do the things that they're doing even here at a junior age. Again, just looking at how they have to score, how do they have to get behind the back, under the legs, low, high, switching it up. It's just amazing to see.
And that's another thing I like to describe, and people fail to kind of understand what lacrosse is about. It's three-dimensional.
Yeah.
This is a 3D sport.
Yeah.
That ball travels in space.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it really, really challenging. It doesn't just hit the floor and let gravity happen. But I tell you, if it hits the floor, you better look out. You better have two hands on the stick, at the very least.
This is a good volume, I think. I think he's asking about the music. So just answering that. But yeah, it's so true what you're saying. Even last game we saw the Shamrocks, Alberta, Calgary Shamrocks, talking about the jump shot, where it's not just a straight pass, it's a pass up high, and they're jumping and they're catching in the air and they're shooting all in one motion. And you can't say there's no other sport you really do that. But we'll have the national anthem now, and then Game 4 of the Founders Cup. There we have O Canada, and we'll be getting ready for Game 4 of the Founders Cup. Manitoba over here on our left, the Blizzard on our right. We have the North Shore Kodiaks representing Quebec. Manitoba is home both in hosting, but they are also home for this game. Quebec, the visitors. Glenn moving my mic away. Fourth game in a row. Gonna get too eager.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is great. I haven't had the Founders out here for a long, long time. Some of the best lacrosse that Manitoba gets to see, and we're really, really pumped here.
And it's just
be a good one.
It's so big just for lacrosse here in Manitoba. The growth, obviously, this is the only junior team in Manitoba right now, and it starts here doing well, getting exposure, and more people joining where we can have multiple teams. And here we go. North Shore grabbing the ball, bringing it down, looking to set up the offense. Shot, stop. Manitoba now moving the ball. Cam Stuckey setting up the offense. Looking for a gap. Ooh, good pass. Oh, just out of his stick. Able to keep control though. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And Quebec will be given the ball. Matthew Pearson setting it up for his team. Working the perimeter. And here we go. Manitoba stealing, getting down. Good pass up. Oh, not able to get it to Jonah Lockhart. Now here comes Quebec. Nathan Pouliot. Getting around, going to the net. Not able to get a pass.
We got a penalty coming over here.
Quebec goalie hasn't
Not
noticed.
sure what happened there, but
Shot clock is down to 10.
oh, there we go. Too many men on the defensive zone. That's a penalty in lacrosse. On the offensive zone, it's just a switch over.
Yeah.
So it's just a possession change. But since the Blizzard run D, they had an extra guy out. That's a penalty. That's what's happening here.
We've seen some too many men today, but no defensive zone ones. So at 18:36, Quebec will get their first chance here. And I do apologize if it confuses you. I'll end up calling Quebec the Kodiaks and North Shore Quebec all throughout the game. Setting up their power play here.
Blizzard penalty.
Looking
2
for that
minutes
opening.
for too many men. Final penalty 124.
Shot.
Served by number
Oh,
9,
good save.
Elias Wallace.
Of course, we have Carter Williams in net. Talked to him again earlier today. Shorthanded pressure.
Oh, good try on the rig there. Blizzard coming across. So there's two sides to special teams out here in lacrosse that might not be familiar for some hockey players and stuff like that. So your penalty kill has a reg team. So 4 specialized players will head out on the penalty kill, or 3, and they're going to do what they're doing right now in that zone there. What you're going to see as soon as the ball's turned over, they're going to go to the bench and switch, and the guys who can handle the ball will come off the bench, and that's the reg team. So there we go.
Fans calling out that the shot clock was going down, but they had 20 seconds left. So whether or not that contributed to the wild shot, who knows? Manitoba deep in their attacking zone, down shorthanded. Still looking to make some room. Handling the ball quite well. That's Seth Mendrick. And even with a good whack, throws it by the net.
So you also have to get a reset on the reg team. So you can't just hold the ball. There used to be a point in lacrosse where you could hold the ball for the full time, but now you've got to get that reset on the clock. So it turns the ball over, make a little bit more aggressive play, a little bit faster play.
Quebec setting things up here. They have 10 seconds left in their power play. Quick try. Weren't able to get a shot off. Hard sprint. Jackson Neufeld. And now we are even up. 16 and a half minutes left in the first period.
We got another penalty coming. Time against Quebec.
Looked like a stick may have got high. I think it's being called a cross check. And that it is.
2 minutes cross check.
So at 16:25, Raphael Lamoth goes off for a cross check.
And that's the risk when you do that. So power play has the other side of power play is called the chase team, right? And that's the risk of it when you have a guy Reagan good with the ball and they get on the boards, high risk of penalties coming.
Yeah, Seth, he was holding on to that ball, getting knocked away, and here the Blizzard come in. Pass goes through, is corralled. Shot, little high. Doesn't reset. 10 seconds left on the clock.
Kodiaks penalty number 9.
Again, that pass play. And there's shot clock.
Number 9, back. 2 minutes cross check.
And there's no stoppage in play here in lacrosse. Quebec now taking in deep. Minute 20 left in their power play in Manitoba's, but Quebec has it in the attacking zone.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, and that's going
Can
to
hit the guy on the ground here. When he's on the ground and cross check, that's a penalty also. Blizzard going back on the PK.
Well, for a minute, it'll be 4-on-4.
Yep, there we go.
15:32 in the first period. We have a minute 7 of even 4-on-4 before Quebec will get a second power play.
Tied 0-0.
Of course, I'll quickly thank our game sponsor, Penner International, with the opening ceremonies. Forgot to give them a shout out. Thank you, Penner, for helping us put this Founders Cup on. Game 4 here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Great play. Manitoba just going to corral it, let his offense set up. Run in, shoot between the legs, and it's a save. Great play by Ethan Berezowski. Missed a syllable there. Quebec now taking the ball. Getting set the other way. Round shot, misses the net, bounces up and hits the roof. Manitoba will get the ball. And here they come, setting up. We have 18 seconds left. And their opponent and Quebec's penalty. I got confused which side. Here's a shot. Pass. Goal!
Beauty shot there. Nice play. Over the shoulder.
Manitoba gets the first goal at 14:33.
That's the risk. There's a lot of room out there when it's 4-on-4.
Mm-hmm. And you get fast guys and some serious ball handling there by those forwards. Doing a great job. And another drive in Manitoba. That's Seth Mandrick doing quite well. Quebec gets the ball and they're now full strength. So Manitoba will be killing the penalty.
From
25 seconds left in this penalty kill. Only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Winnipeg gets the ball on their own end. Oop, drops it, but able to corral it. Blaise Bizecki, captain for Team Manitoba, was the one who scored.
Hometown favorite and perennial Team Toba player also.
5 seconds left. Things will get even right away. Ooh, good pop in the chin. No call. Shot is blocked, I believe, by defender. Bounces back out. Shot clock's at 3. Thrown at net. Ooh, almost gets a good chance. Shot clock buzzer seemed to get stuck there.
Just letting everyone know.
Great drive by William Legre. Keeps the ball. Cross in front. Oh, and I think it goes in. What a great pass.
It's a nice crease-to-crease pass there for the quick stick.
Matthew Pearson, and I remember talking to Carter Williams about that kind of pass, and as a goalie, you just throw yourself to the other side of the net and hope you get, and there's not much else you can do, and that will tie the game up at 13:07 at 1 apiece here in the first period.
Certainly is one of the more effective plays in lacrosse. If you can make that connect, your games go a lot easier, I tell you that much.
Face-off upcoming.
Good hard draw there. Nice scoop by Blaise.
Blaise walking it in. Ball given to Quebec. Run up by Michael Briere. Not able to make a clean pass and bounce back. Davin Miller grabbing it for Quebec, and we'll try to run it up again. Good cut inside. Good pass in the middle. Ooh, just not able to connect with Raphael Lamont. Good board play. And shot clock ran out anyway. The ball was given to Manitoba. Ooh. Forwarding pass was bobbled. After several seconds, Manitoba finally able to grab it again. Shot in front. Saved. I have 2 number 10s on my list, so I'm not sure which one that is. We'll have to get that corrected. As Manitoba is working it in the corner here. Another shot, and it's in! A great corner pass up to Jackson Kluchuk.
That's Onegi out there.
And that'll make the game 2-1 here, 11:43 in the first period. Again, just a great pass from the corner, just rushing in hard, crashing the net. That's the term most of us will know. And just letting her rip and getting it by the goalie.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? It's one of those things.
Terrence trying to get the ball in and is able to for Quebec. Pass and
there's Guerin, not Onegi out there.
And Quebec still with the ball. It's very loud here. It almost gets kind of hard to cheer when the fans could. All right, so we got the right. Good shot, and it gets by him.
Nice.
Will Lux on the breakaway. And that gives Manitoba a 3-1 lead.
Yeah.
Just pure speed getting in, and we found that shooting at that full sprint isn't easy.
No, not at
but
all.
he was able to get from sprint position to shooting, and he got it by.
Sure made it look easy, though, that's for sure.
Goal scored by number 20, unassisted, Will Lutz. Time of goal, 9:03. Unassisted, number 20, Will Lutz.
And for information, Caden Onagi is the number 10 in. Not sure why we have 2 on our sheet, but
we got to figure it out now.
Yeah. Of course, I am joined with Mark Beghin. Beghin?
Bagan.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, I've heard worse before.
Ooh, some rough housing. Just great physical play. Here comes Quebec. Raphael Amoff setting things up. Pass back, shot, goes wide. Andrew MacArthur. And that's one thing in lacrosse that I don't think any other sport has, is just how physical you can get around the play. Not just ball carrier.
Here we go, a hidden ball. We got a hidden ball happening.
Oh.
Goalie did pick it up, though.
Good job by Quebec. Yeah, you talked about the hidden ball. That's Caden trying to make it look like he was carrying the ball, but his teammate across the way. Rifle it in, and wow, faster than I could keep track of, and that's another goal for Manitoba, pouring it on here, 4-1, halfway through the first period.
Yeah, that was a beauty feed. Nice finish also. 25's not on your list?
25's not on my list. You read my mind.
That's Will Angus. He's actually a 15-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah. We have a couple out here. He made the floor today. There's a couple that are scratched, but needless to say, the future is very bright for the Blizzard. Really strong midget program coming out of Toba Bantam right now. And be warned, Canada, that midget team's got something to prove this year.
Blizzard goal scored by number 25, Will Angus. Assisted by number 6, Blade Borisenko. And by number 10, Gabe Onegi. Time of goal, 9:59.
All right, and we got a water break happening here.
All right. Saw a sign I hadn't seen all day today, and it gets so loud here, it's almost hard. I can't even hear Mark sitting right next to me.
Yeah, we're pretty tight here, that's for sure.
The fans here are out, and it's great.
Got a lot of the Blizzard alumni off to the right hand of us here.
Great little pick play we talked about. Shot. Oh,
Nice crease.
Crease. Oh. Looked like it had just gotten by the goalie, but a crease violation negated it anyway. And here comes Quebec looking to chip away at this lead. Terrence Chair looking for an opening and not really seeing any to either run or pass. Chips it in. And here's Quebec. Less than 10 seconds, 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Nice
Need to do
possession
something.
by Quebec there. Good ball movement. They better get a shot here.
Flings it, goes the wrong way. Manitoba 1-on-1.
Got their change.
Oh!
Here comes the penalty.
Cross check, yeah, that you can't do that, especially to the head.
No. Can't really argue that one.
No. And that's just kind of when you work 100%, when you're just, have the jets on, sometimes you can cause the other team to make mistakes like that, and that's definitely what Zach Labarge did. Just crashing down on that net with the ball, and defenders trying to get the hit and miss hits. We have 9:05 in the first period. Score 4-1, Manitoba over Quebec. The Blizzard over the Kodiaks. Blizzard moving the ball around behind the net. Ball bounces around. Looks like, Quebec will get the ball, and a good rush by Nathan Pouliot. We'll hold on to it a bit. Working it down, trying to kill some time. Doing a good job. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. A lot of pressure. 5 seconds. Oh, wow, look at that. He's able to squeeze through.
Good try. Good D.
He dances through.
Starting to get rough here. No love lost.
You always get a little extra rough when someone charges your crease that hard. Seth Mandrick setting up the power play, minute 4 left for Manitoba. Have a little lull. I will ask people watching at home, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, please share. I know we've had issues with the website as far as getting the new feed up. So if you could share, get all family. Oh, good shot inside.
Reset. Inside play.
Still bounced. It gets to the corner.
Deadly flip pass there. If they would have connected, that would have been in.
Manitoba's offense getting back. They're running back for the change. Passing it around. Up front. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, kind of passed himself. Shot in 5-hole. Bounces out. Good save by David Pelession. And Quebec setting up. We have 7 seconds left in the power play. And they're just going to kind of let that run out, get the even strength. 10 seconds left on the shot.
Teams pull even now.
1 second.
Oh.
Not able to get the shot off. Great defensive play by Manitoba, and you can hear the alum as he's pointing out over there. That's why they're extra loud. They've been there, and they're cheering on their team. Manitoba's shot. Good save. Bounces out. But again, if you could share with anyone who might be having issues finding the feed, that would be great. Really appreciate helping out and getting as many people to watch as possible. Quebec, there's a drive to the net. Weak throw by Raphael Lamoff. Just kind of goes over, but Quebec's able to corral it. Trying to get it, and Manitoba just not letting that front of the net be had. 5 seconds on the shot. Rush in, shoot, and it'll be called a goal.
That's a tough one there.
And that is
them far side, right?
Zachary Miller getting a goal while getting hit, and of course sliding into the goalie. So Carter will have a quick word with the ref. Of course, if you're a goalie, every time you get hit, you kind of have to ask the ref, "Hey, are you sure?" And make sure the ref keeps watching.
Yeah, it's tough. If you essentially if you push someone behind as they're going in, you're not going to get that call. That's just kind of how that's going to work. But if the guy just runs in or falls in, you know, there's a good chance you're going to get that crease call.
Quebec is
face-off violation there, going white.
40 X goal scored by number 2. Zachary.
carried in by Matthew Pearson.
Assisted by number 5. Jeremy Phoenix.
Lips.
is off operating.
And Manitoba is just vicious, not letting
Final goal 13.
Quebec get a breath to set up a pass. They do get it down in the corner, but there's no one around for him to work in front. 10 seconds left on the shot. The ball is thrown, hits the back of the net, bounces over.
Stays in play.
3 seconds left. We'll just see a huck.
Yeah, when the clock winds down, basically what happens is you start where the ball lands, right? So you'll watch goalies and players try and dump it in all the way down. They'll even throw it into the mesh so it's all the way down as far as they can. Get their change in, right?
And here comes Manitoba. Passing expertly. Working in the middle. Denied. Throwing it back out. Hard shot. Goes wide. Bounces up and off the roof. So Quebec will be given the ball. 4-2 is the score. Manitoba leading Quebec. 5 minutes left here in the first period. Great play by Andrew MacArthur. Gets the ball in deep. Oh, just powering through before 2 Manitoban players can push him off. 10 seconds left on the clock. The shot clock.
Yeah, Blizzard's throwing some suffocating D over here right now.
Shot just
Quebec
goes
has
way
much
wide,
time
and
in
we're
their
going to
zone.
see. Oh,
All right. We're going to start it up down in that corner now.
there's a great play by Manitoba, not letting them get a shot. When they do shot, it just goes way wide. 4:45 here in the first period left. Good pass in front. And Blaze not able to get the shot off. We heard Chance MVP for Blaze earlier. Great effort. Brought in front. Blaze gets it. Not able to do anything with it. And Manitoba will be given the ball. That was Caden Onagi throwing the ball out to Blaze.
Loose ball violation in front of the net there. No ball pushing too much. Goes the other way.
Here comes Caden. Going far side, trying to work in. Blaze in the middle, working that cross. Not able to get it to him.
Good
Great
knockdown.
stop by Mathieu Laberge.
LaBerge. You gotta say it with your accent. Come on now.
And good, hard win, and that'll, no crease violation. Great effort.
That's that example, right? Like, if he would have been pushed, that would have been in the back of the net. That would have been a call.
Davin Miller just hard, but running out of floor, ends up in the crease before shooting.
Here we go,
And
hidden
goal
ball.
not
We got a hidden
allowed.
ball happening right now. Oh,
Exciting game here. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left.
getting
Jackson
creative.
Klochuk,
Oh.
and that'll draw the slash. No disputing by a Quebec player there. Terrence Chair heading to the box. .332 left in the first period. A 2-minute power play for Manitoba with a 4-2 lead. They'll see Blaze walking it in, setting up the offense here, looking for that opening.
Chair, 2 minutes for slashing. Time penalty 3:32.
Ooh, nice
Oh,
feed.
good in front. Oh, Caden just not able to get it. Had it in front of the net. Great rush by Quebec.
Gonna go for it.
He shoots.
Oh.
Great job by the Manitoba defender getting his helmet in the way of the shot.
Nice work by Pulio as well, too, getting down there for that shot for Quebec. Getting a little offensive pressure. They kind of need that at this point. Still a close game, 4-2.
That's I think it's the closest one we've had in the first period at this point. It's an exciting game. The energy is great. Quebec trying to redeem themselves from that loss. Manitoba charge hometown fans. 5 seconds on the clock. Shot blocked.
Shot right on.
And
Here we go again. Got to press.
William, yeah.
Tried to stick check.
bring it down. They'll waste some time on the penalty. 50 seconds left on their penalty kill. And he keeps it himself. He runs it to the far side. 10 seconds left on the shot. Pass to the middle.
There you go.
Nice pass.
Looking for a
3
reset
seconds,
now.
There we go. Not able to get it. And Manitoba will get the ball. And here we go. Blaze setting up this offense again. 20 seconds left on the power play. Minute 50 in the period. Trying to pull Quebec defenders out of position. Pass not able to. 10 seconds left on the shot. Pass to the front.
Power play
Hard
winding
shot.
down.
Good save. And again, we have William running down. One-on-one. Gets by.
Even strength now.
Not able to get the shot, but still. Ooh.
Oh, here it goes. I don't think it's lost on anyone. This is a national championship right now.
I'm wondering if there'll be a penalty given to Manitoba as well for jumping in after. We'll have to see how the call break down the minutes.
MacArthur's really getting it from the crowd over here. He's been in the box a few times. It's unfortunate.
The refs are discussing
Yeah.
how to call this. I couldn't quite make out what the ref was saying. Manitoba's penalty is only for 2 minutes. That I got.
All right, we got a push from behind for Quebec, and we got a face mask on Manitoba. Be interesting to see how there's a 4 minute up on the board for Quebec, and it'll be interesting to see what the face mask is. It's a 2 minute for face mask.
Kind of giving him a face wash after. And
Yeah, there's a gray area in there. Sometimes that face mask is going to cost you five and more games depending on what happens. But you just let him, give him a little glove. That's about it.
Oh, that went off someone's foot, and the ball will be given to Manitoba.
In time, Wizards, number 3, Josh Poppin, 2 minutes for face mask.
That was Jackson Kluchuk who was run into the net. Again, so we have a 4 minute for Quebec and a 2 minute for Manitoba. So we'll be 4-on-4 the rest of the first period anyway, regardless of score.
Yeah, lots of room. Oh,
and we're going to have another Quebec penalty
there's
here.
another one. I think it's a slash coming their way. Fans letting them have it.
Here we go, shot, good save.
There we go.
That was Kaden Onagi. And trying to get a bit of retaliation.
Oh. Referee giving the fans a little bit of a warning here.
Yeah.
Right behind the box. Quebec go back in.
That is something that you see more and more where, fans can be instigators and they will be removed. I think in the rules it flat out states if you come in to respect the officials and how the game is called, or you will be removed.
Quebec player turned around and engaged the fans there, so you got to watch your composure at this level. If you lose your composure, the rest of the team falls apart. You're in big trouble.
45 seconds left in the second period, 4-on-3. Manitoba looking for offense. That'll be ticked and given to Manitoba.
Deflection out of bounds.
Again, Manitoba working the offense. Oh, good pass thrown. Oh. No. Crease violation. .30 seconds left in the period. As Raphael Lamont brings it down, trying to set up, down a man. Unable to set the pick. Riding Lamont, but he breaks through.
Good rag. He's doing a good job here.
10 seconds left, 8 seconds on the clock. He's looking for a shot here right before the end. Shot save. And Carter just going to chuck it down. Oh, it hits the ceiling. But no time left.
That's the end of the period.
So an exciting first period, a close first period compared to what we've been privileged to. 4 for Manitoba, 2 for Quebec. And we'll be back with more second period coverage after a quick commercial break.
Hi, I'm Nettie Weiss from Metal Master. You had an accident? Sometimes they're embarrassing, but they're always inconvenient. We have an incredible staff to take care of you. We have platinum certified techs in 4 different categories. We are certified as a gold class accredited shop. If you've made a claim already, perfect. Call us with your claim number. If you need a claim opened, give us a call. We'll walk you through it. Sometimes you can get a little nervous dealing with MPI. We'll help you out. From Metal Master Auto Body, we'll straighten out.
The 4 Points by Sheraton, Winnipeg South. Conveniently located on South Pembina Highway near the Trans-Canada Bypass and 1 hour from the U.S. border crossing. Offering a saltwater pool, hot tub, 24-hour fitness center, restaurant, and lounge.
If you take the first mortgage you're offered, a high interest rate could take your travel budget and send it packing. Before you choose a mortgage, take a second look. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today. If you take the biggest mortgage you can get, you might find...
Hi, I'm Nettie Weiss from Metal Master. You had an accident? Sometimes they're embarrassing, but they're always inconvenient. We have an incredible staff to take care of you. We have platinum certified techs in 4 different categories. We are certified as a gold class accredited shop. If you've made a claim already, perfect. Call us with your claim number. If you need a claim opened, give us a call. We'll walk you through it. Sometimes you can get a little nervous dealing with MPI. We'll help you out. From Metal Master Auto Body, we'll straighten it out.
At Super 8 Winnipeg West, we have your comfort in mind with free Wi-Fi and free daily Superstart breakfast. We also have guest laundry facilities, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a jetted hot tub. Sleep well in a spacious guest room equipped with plush new bedding, a 50-inch flat-screen HD TV, microwave, mini refrigerator, and Keurig coffee maker. Or book a suite with a kitchen, ideal for extended stays. Super 8, Winnipeg West, located just inside the perimeter on Portage Avenue.
And we're back. I'm joined with two special guests, Banham Slade from Carberry, Manitoba, and Mark from Brandon. You both are going to Nationals in BC. So how do you guys feel? We'll start with Slade. When you guys won and got to go, how did that make you feel? Or when you made the team, how did that make you feel?
I was really pumped up. I think it's going to be a great experience for the whole team to go to BC and represent our team and our province.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. How about you, Mark? Just same thing, just pumped, excited, relieved?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's my first year playing lacrosse.
Okay,
yeah.
That's pretty impressive. First year.
It's my first year as well.
Oh, 2 first years and both made the team. Did you play other sports then before?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I did.
Awesome. So, like, how have you guys traveled far before in your life, like vacation for sports? Okay, so it's not going to be too shocking to go, 1,500 miles or more. So, watching these guys game, how cool is it that, well, first of all, Manitoba's winning, but there's a team like this in Manitoba. Does it get you excited to play lacrosse in the future?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, now, is there what position you guys play? I guess I should ask. So we'll start with you, Slade. What position are you?
Well, I'm an offensive player.
Okay. And
I prefer defense.
Defense. You play a little bit of both, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. So, what are you excited for the second period? Do you think Manitoba's going to pour it on some more, or do you think it's going to be?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. All right.
Hope so.
Hope so. So we'll have you guys throughout the period as long as you want to stay. And we are 26 seconds away for period number 2 in our 4th game. Manitoba Blizzard is winning 4 goals over Quebec North Shore Kodiak, 2 goals. And have you guys watched the Blizzard before during the year? Is this your first time?
Yeah,
able
I
to?
watched them once.
This is my first time.
Okay. You guys too busy with your own practices to always get it out?
Yeah.
Slade's going to go join the cheering section, but Mark will be with me. Replace Mark Began with a little bit younger Mark. Here, Banham just going to Nationals. When is the Nationals?
Next week. We leave on Monday.
All right, so leaving.
It starts on Tuesday.
Okay, so not a lot of rest time there once you get there.
No.
So Monday, Banham Lacrosse, and we'll hopefully keep you up to date how their progress. And the second period starts here. Again, we are 4-on-3. Manitoba with 1 in the box for another 30 seconds. Quebec has 2 in the box, 1 for 50 seconds and 1 for a bit longer. Manitoba will be looking to turn on the offense. Blaze trying to get in, working in the offense, working it around. Shot, and a good shot from Blaze, and that gets through.
We missed that.
Oh, I didn't even realize my cameraman wasn't back from his break trying to set things up, and so you got to hear my voice, but that was a blunder. I apologize for that. The most epic goal. And so that will end 1 penalty here.
Kevin, did you guys talk?
Yeah.
You don't have to stay if you don't want to, buddy.
Yeah.
You want to stay and keep talking?
Yeah.
You want to stay and go on air? You can. If not, you can go.
All right. It's all good.
All right, so now we have a cameraman here. We are at 19:33 left in the second period, so that was a quick goal, 27 seconds. We have 2 penalties coming, 1 coming to an end, 1 the first half coming to an end in 10 seconds. So we are at 4-on-4, and Manitoba goes full strength. We're at 5-on-4. They're just moving the ball around, letting them power play get set. Blaze
Blizzard goal scored by number 6.
captaining
Blaze
that
with
attack.
Assisted by
Good
number
save
22,
by
David
David.
Saunders. And by number
Palacion.
3, Will Lutz. Time of the goal, 27
Hard
seconds.
Mikhail Briere
At 27 seconds.
rushing it down, the rags, as other Mark was calling him. looking to kill some time on this penalty kill. Good hit up in the boards. So how physical is Bantams compared to this? You take about the same beating, or this has a little bit more, you think?
This has definitely got some more because of the pace.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, it is fast. It is hard to see on video. I know watching video to get ready versus actually seeing here, it's just two completely different things. 50 seconds left in the power play, 10 seconds left on the shot. Manitoba looking for that opening blaze, hard shot. Good save by the goaltender. They were able to reset the shot though. Moving it around once again. Looking for that opening. Hard pass over, cross pass. Good save. And Quebec will be giving the ball for that. That'll be Raphael Lamotte. He's rushing down. So which province are you most excited to play when you go to Nationals? Is there one that you see as, I want to beat them more than any other?
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan, good man. I want you to turn to that man right next to you and say that again, how you want to beat Saskatchewan. Glenn is from there.
Ride or fried, buddy.
Good play, Quebec in front of the net. And that shot clock ran out. Yeah, the two teams all Manitobans want to beat, Saskatchewan and Ontario, so it's always interesting to see what people pick. Manitoba setting up offensive zone. We are at even strength, 17 minutes left here in the second period. The ball bouncing around a bit. Manitoba does jump on it. Oh, and it's free again. Under 10 seconds left on the shot. Trying to pass it back, no one there. Manitoba looking to just fling it down here. Giving it to Quebec. And the shot horn buzzes.
Buddies are gone.
Okay.
I just want to stay on the air, but you can go hang with your buddies.
It's all good.
Yeah? Okay. Just chirp in whenever you want to.
Yeah, I will.
Quebec working it around. Just not being given a route inside. Little contact. Ball given to Manitoba. And set up by Manitoba. Ethan Browski. Set that up. Good pass, good shot, and it's in. Great shot by Caden Onagi. We've said his name a lot today. And gets by the goalie, and that will make the add another 6-2 is the score. 16:04 left in the second period. So Mark, yourself, are you a big physical defender? You said you play D, or are you kind of more of a skills guy, keep the ball away from them?
I'll try to be physical.
Yeah, you look a little tall for your age, I think. Try to judge Adam, but getting pointers on how to just rub people out and take them off the play.
Yeah.
And then winning the ball and working it in low again. Oh, right in front. Good save by Tenation. Manitoba keeping pressure on, but Quebec does finally get the ball. And they will bring it out. Mathieu Labarge. There's the setup. Rifles it in. Just really trying to work it. Get in front of the net, good spin move, shot, just kind of flings way over. So you say you're defense, but you do play offense some, you jump in. Are you confident when doing that, or every time you're kind of telling yourself, I got this?
Yeah, I'm confident.
That's good. Are you scoring a bit this year, or?
I haven't scored yet.
Okay. Just putting some pressure on and helping your offense out in your own way.
Yeah.
Kind of change of possession. Manitoba bringing back up. Just under 15 minutes to play. 6-2 Manitoba over Quebec. Gets it inside, the shot hits the side of the net. Quebec picks it up, and the shot was just under 10. Andrew MacArthur running it down. Tries to spin. Ooh, it's knocked down. Able to keep the ball away. Great play. Ooh, a hard pick. Manitoba will be getting the ball. Coincidental penalty. No, just one. And Manitoba fans are excited about drawing that penalty. They're kind of loud. Does it get this loud at your own games?
No, not yet.
Not yet. They're going to, though. Especially when you're in Nationals, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Manitoba with a 2-minute power play. 14 minutes, 10 seconds left in the period.
2 minutes to delay a game. Final penalty.
Here comes Manitoba. 10 seconds left on the shot. Ooh, ball bounces out. Able to grab it, look for a quick shot here. Here we go, hard, low, bounces, resets the clock. Manitoba doing good at keeping possession. Time running out on that shot. Just working it out, taking their time. Hard shot, goes wide, bounces, goes down the length. So is there a specific play or game that really is kind of your defining moment of the season that you're like, this is my favorite play or this was my favorite game?
I really like our white defense.
Okay.
You can cut guys off when they try to come down the side.
Awesome. Here comes Quebec. 50 seconds left in the second period. I was about to say first period. I know we are in the second period. 13 minutes left in the second period. Quebec shorthanded, controlling the ball down low. 10 seconds left on the shot. 5 seconds, wraps around, throws it on net, misses. We'll likely hear the horn. And we do.
I'm gonna go. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, thanks to meet you too. Thanks to Mark for coming with us. Going to go join his teammate now. 12 minutes and 40 seconds left. 20 seconds left in this power play. Manitoba setting up. Moving the ball around, down low. And a no rush, know that they have the game momentum. 10 seconds left on the shot. Ooh. Aaron pass. Hard shot. And it gets through everyone. And that's Blaze with another goal from back just inside the hockey blue line. And that'll put Manitoba up 7-2. Continuing our second period Bantam National team, Team Manitoba, we have Wyatt here. So Wyatt, exciting game so far. Coming in, just scoring another goal, 7-2. Are you enjoying the game?
Yeah.
I know, silly question, right? It looks like we will have a goalie change as well. Hard game for David Palacion. And we saw Felix Antoni Simard earlier today. And while the scoreboard said he let up a lot of goals, he was named the team MVP because he did quite well. He saved a lot of hard shots. And is looking for that spark. So what position do you play, Wyatt? Or role, I guess.
We all transfer through.
Okay, so you have a little bit of everything. Is there one you prefer over others?
I prefer point.
Okay, there you go. And Quebec works it around the net. 12 minutes left, down 7-2. Looking to add some offense here. Oh, good steal by Manitoba. Throws it up. Being held by Will Lutz, being told to hold it. Of course, we saw him assist Blaze that last goal. And here we go, the offense, 7 seconds left on the shot. Shot is a high stick.
What's it like to play for Coach Mark?
Oh, here we have a load of questions. What's it like to play for Coach Mark? We had him on earlier, so he's not listening anymore. You can say whatever you want.
Like, he's a good coach. He works you hard. Very hard.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because it makes you better.
Like, we've learned so many things from him. We learned how to work our offense, like defense. Like, we never learned this in the RLA.
All right. Well, there you go. So I guess that's good things. Mark will get a passing grade. Of course, Mark, he works with us. He brings us lacrosse news on our different shows, and it's good to hear. He's so passionate about the game and growing it. That is a 2-minute penalty. So another power play for Manitoba, and just their speed of play is making Quebec make a mistake. Ooh, pass in front, not able to get a shot down. Goes up and over the net. Quebec will get the ball here. As they run it in, Raphael Lamotte setting it up here. So I asked the other guys this, have you traveled a lot before, or is BC kind of the biggest travel you've ever done in your life?
BC is probably the biggest travel.
Okay. Oh, and there's a good pass by the goalie. Manitoba putting pressure, 2-on-1, good cross pass, shot. Good save by Simard. Just kind of dancing around, getting himself as big as he can. And a great play by Quebec. And now Quebec setting it up. We have 50 seconds left in the penalty kill for them. Looking to waste some time here, but also keeping pressure, or putting pressure on. Haven't had a whole lot. Making a rush. 2 seconds left. Shot. It resets the clock, but lose over into the neutral zone. 30 seconds left on power play. So have you been able to watch the Blizzard before today, or this is the first game you get to see the junior team?
No, I've watched him quite a bit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh. We'll have called, giving Manitoba the ball. Blocking a little bit too hard there. So are they usually this fired up, or is this kind of extra special for the Cup here this weekend?
Yeah, I think they're working way harder.
That's good to hear.
I love the plays they run.
They're very hard, very fast. Blaze. Oh, ball's comes bouncing free, and now we have a 2-on-1, 2-on-0. Good shot, and it hits the back of the net. Great play by Terrence Chair. And then with the power play coming to an end, they're able to put pressure on and just turning that around, a bouncing ball, and that'll make the game 7-3. So kind of a momentum steal. They're hoping, anyway, here. 9:33 left in the second period.
Ask him about the play.
All right, so what do you think on that play? Is there something you saw? You think that Manitoba could have done to defend it differently?
Hit the net.
Hit the net.
Oh,
there he goes. And, well, do you know what? If you let one up, get another goal 7 seconds later, I guess, all right? Great play by Will Lutz. Oh, and we're getting more company here from the Bantam team. So thank you to Wyatt. Yeah, you can sit down right there. All right, and I didn't get it introduced you. I'm Kevin. You are?
Manny. Goalie from the Team Manitoba team.
Goalie, awesome. So we actually have Carter Williams on today. Have you watched Carter Williams play much, or?
Not really, no.
Not really, okay. Or I'm sorry, he's on the other end. I pointed at the wrong goalie this time. So, Team Manitoba goalie. Manitoba just working it around. 9:10 left in the second period. 9 minutes left, working it in. Ball bounces out, 10 seconds left on the shot. 5 seconds left, hard throw.
Returning goalie, only returning player, he's our goalie, our number one.
Only returning player. What's that like? You're kind of the big leader on the team. Is that a lot of pressure, or do you enjoy it?
Kinda, yeah.
A little bit of both?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you from, by the way?
Seguin.
Seguin? Awesome. I have played hockey against there. I've never seen them play lacrosse. I'm guessing lacrosse is pretty great. Their hockey program is amazing. It's pretty good out there, too, in lacrosse. I love their rink. I love their coaches. The whole program is great. So that's cool. So when you found out you'd be representing Manitoba, whether it was last year or this year, was it just a huge moment of pride, or was it just kind of relief? Oof, I did it. What do you think you felt more? Or just a little bit of both?
Kind of a little bit of both.
Pride and relief. You made it, and now you got to represent Manitoba.
Yeah.
And now a tournament this big, you leave next week. What are you going to do this week to kind of get yourself ready?
I don't know. Kind of.
That's hard to answer. It's your first time doing, or not your first time. It's your second time, but a huge tournament. Where was last year's tournament?
On Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. Okay, so a little, even twice as far as that.
Yeah.
The score is now 8-4. I thought it was waved off, but I made a mistake. Apologies for not cluing or announcing that. It is now 8-4. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second period. Coach Mark, very proud of his players. How about you? Is Coach Mark fun to play with for? Or yeah, okay. Shot runs out right at the last second. Now for a goalie, what do you think is maybe is the hardest thing to learn to do as a goalie in lacrosse?
Stop shots.
Stop shots. There's so many different kinds of shots, you have to learn them all. That's a pretty good answer. As Quebec is desperately trying to add some more offense, get another goal here. Shot to the side, and it bounces out. That'll give Manitoba the ball. Oh, great pass up. I lost which Manitoba player had the ball. Coach Mark talking about the hiding the ball or just moving it so quickly, and sometimes you can just confuse the defense, and I was easily confused there. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second period. Score is 8 Manitoba, 4 Quebec. Working it around. Hard shot. And goes wide. Oh, try to flick it up, and it ends up hitting the, I was going to say the glass, sorry, the mesh. Giving Manitoba the ball. Now setting up the play. And Manitoba not really letting off. Their offense is going full force, full speed, and a good pass in the middle to Blaze. Good stop by Simard. Passing it up. And just as quickly, the ball is going back the other way. Ball bouncing around. Good rush up by Mikael Briere. Good in front of the net shot. Good save by Carter Williams. That will reset the shot, though. Quebec's kind of scrambling, just trying to get a breather to set up their offense in front. Shot. Another good save by Carter. Manitoba getting the ball. So when you face shots, some of these are going really hard. Do you even see it, or you just kind of hope you're in the right position?
Sometimes I see it. It's just mostly a fast shot. Hard to see.
Yeah, seeing it, and that when that big crack of your pads, it's probably a relief because you were in the right position.
Yeah.
That's good to know. And the ball goes bouncing back down to Manitoba's end. Shot's going to run out, so Manitoba will get the ball here. Now are your pads as big as these guys' pads are, or not quite yet?
Yeah, they are.
All right. That was one thing we were noticing earlier. Goalie pads are just massive, trying to cover that net. Your good rush shot, and that is a goal. Great goal by Davin Miller. He had one disallowed in the first period. This one, he rushes the front of the net and is able to beat Carter Williams.
That would have that one, right?
Glenn's saying that Manny would have had that one. That was a hard play, just a rush, and Quebec haven't been able to get that front of the net very much, but they have gotten a few goals from there. 8-5 is the score, 5 minutes and 35 seconds. And Quebec again trying to rush it down. Ball bouncing around, Manitoba given. Carter flinging it. Oh, and he loses it over the boards. A quick turnover. Here comes Quebec rushing the net. No, right in front. Shot and save. Great effort by Alexis Simard. And man, Quebec is turning up the heat. Oh, and there we go. We have another hole shot. Carter standing tall. Andrew MacArthur. And, I mean, he wasn't able to really react. Does that happen sometimes? You're standing there and it hits you and you're like, oh. Man, oh, so fast here. And another great drive. And there will be a slashing this time. So, man, that is some up-tempo in that last few minutes there. Are you excited to be able to play at a level that fast one day, or is it still a little intimidating?
A little intimidating.
Because they're just everywhere. The guys are crashing that net hard. And apologies, I didn't grab who was going off. That's Seth Mandrick. 2 minutes for slashing. So at 4:52, excuse me, at 4:52 left in the second period, Quebec will go on the power play. And looking to set something up here. Excuse me. In front of that shot. Oh, hard shot by Raphael Amoth, and that gets through, and now the game is getting really close once again. Pressure's on Manitoba as it seems like Quebec may have stolen the momentum here. 8-6 is now the score, with the last few coming from Quebec. So when you're killing a penalty like that, how much more stressful? What goes through your mind on a penalty kill?
Huh?
On a penalty kill, is it more stressful? Like how is it more stressful on you as a goalie?
Because there's 4 players in my.
you have a little less help there coming on. And how about when the other team has scored a few on you? How are you going to calm yourself down? Deep breaths, drink of water, or do you have a special way of...
Take a break.
Just make it to the end of the period and reset.
Yeah.
Quebec getting an offensive chance here again. Hard to the net. Shot. Good save by Carter. Offense from Mikhail Briere. Long pass. Ooh, not able to be held, and that will be illegal contact, illegal hit. Giving the ball to Manitoba in the attacking zone. Working it around and really trying to steal that momentum back. Hard front shot, save. Jackson Neufeld. And here comes Quebec turning it around. William Legris. Controlling, letting Quebec get their offense on. Over to the side. They have some presence in front of the net. A couple spins, shot. Ooh, good save by Carter. Andrew MacArthur got an opening, but here comes Matthew Carlin. In front of the net is Seth Mandrick, and they are going to let their offense get on. We have 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second period. The intensity has really ramped up here. Second half of the second period. Manitoba hoping to get their cushion back, fighting in the far corner. Quebec getting the ball, trying to get by. A very good chance. Andrew MacArthur setting up in his offensive zone. And trying to find that lane to the net, lane in front of the net. Shot, oh, it's the post. Goalie's best friend, am I right?
Yeah.
Quebec getting the ball, rushing in on the offense. 2.5 minutes left here in the second period. Oh. Phil Miner and Manitoba getting a clean shot. Pass up to Blaze. Blaze knocks it down and in. Great heads-up play on that stoppage to give Manitoba the ball. And Manitoba finally gets a goal after a few from Quebec. 9-6. We talked about that MVP chant earlier in the first period. And here we go. And you said you've been able to watch, or have you been able to watch the Blizzard?
Kind of. Last year I
It just gets loud in here. Man, the fans are pumped. Manitoba drawing another illegal face-off. Manitoba drawing another penalty. And with 2 minutes, 24 seconds left in the second period, look at a 2-minute power play here. Here comes. So it's kind of nice to see the momentum swing back for Manitoba after letting a few in. Moving around. And they're not going to rush it. They want that good shot. Hard shot, good save. And moving it back again. Of course, that did reset the shot. Here we go, Manitoba looking for that opening get. Oh, having a try. Ball's bouncing around. Will Luck good in the corner.
2 minutes for delay of game. Time penalty 17:36.
And a hard hit in the board. Fans not happy with the dangerous hit. See the official call. 5-minute boarding. So a major, and now you're up 5-3.
As a goalie, you don't like this.
Been through it a lot.
They've been through this kind of play a lot. It just gets intense. Yeah. Do you kind of wish sometimes that you can be in there in the hitting? Yeah. So you probably try to get your licks in when they're on your crease. You can kind of step out and throw the block. Awesome. Hard shot, low, and it's in. Great shot by David Saunders. Manitoba just moving that perimeter. And it is now 10-6, getting a couple quick goals and bringing the momentum back into their sails. So what do you think for this tournament? Do you want to make a prediction on how well Manitoba is going to do, or?
I don't know.
They're going to win it all, gold?
Maybe.
Maybe, all right. There you go. That's what we'll cheer for. A strong showing here. They still have a 5-4 advantage with a major 1 minute, about 30 seconds left now. Able to set up. Ooh. Bobbled pass. Oh, he's able to hold on to it. He didn't have to be knocked down. What great hands by Seth Mandrake. Getting hammered to the ground and keeping the ball in the pocket. Here comes Blade setting up his power play. 2 seconds left on the clock, and it's just run out. And there was some confusion there. The shot clock went off. The ref didn't cause it. Now they're calling a goal. I think the back ref is letting them know what happened. And so they're going to get that sorted out. We have a minute left. So Manning, is there anyone that you want to say hi to back in Seguin who might be watching, or just anyone else?
My mom and my brother and sister and my dad.
All right, mom, brother, sister, dad. Official call is no goal, and that kind of makes sense. Of course, sometimes things are so loud in here, and that horn's not as loud as some other horns. Both teams will get their switch on. Minute left in the second period. 10-6 is the score, Manitoba over Quebec. And a great play, Raphael Lamont. Able to just keep possession down. Shots under 7 seconds. I'm probably just going to... And we have Manitoba penalty coming up, so that's unfortunate. There'll be 2 minutes of the major negated here. 34 seconds left in the second period. So third period, do you think this intensity is going to keep going, or do you think the teams are... Yeah, there are no chills coming in. They're going to... Yeah. The blizzard is not the team. It's how the fans here ice out the other team.
All
right. Are you excited to one day play for the Manitoba Blizzard, maybe?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Awesome. 34 seconds left. 4-on-4.
Timeout, Kodiaks.
And the Kodiaks will take a timeout here. And again, while we do that, we will say a couple thanks you for Timeout White, our game sponsor, Penner International. Thank you for helping it. Of course, we want to thank all the sponsors, both team sponsors as well as our sponsors, because without you, the teams can't get here, we can't put on, and obviously as lacrosse is growing, we want to give as much exposure as possible. So everything here bigger and better. More teams. Right now, of course, the Blizzard are the only junior team in Manitoba. We'd like to see more better competition, and it makes better Manitoba. And of course, even across Canada, it's just great. It's great when a sport is growing. And I was talking to someone who said lacrosse used to be pretty big in Manitoba, but that was decades ago. And so when I told him that box lacrosse is a major tournament coming, he was excited, because he said it's been a while since he's seen passion for lacrosse. So that helps when our advertisers continue advertising. So thank them, even if you don't use them. You can somehow just say, hey, thanks because of you we were able to watch lacrosse. And I know commercials, the pro leagues it's fine to ignore commercials on that. Oh, Coach Mark giving some heckling back there. Here we go, 25 seconds left. Quebec trying to set something up, but not give any extra time. Their shot will go down to just a few seconds, so if they can get one right at the last second, that'd be perfect. Oop, ball goes up and over. Able to control. Diving shot. Misses. A little fling. Oh, not able to corral it. 4 seconds. Oh, not able to. Just bobbles the ball in center field, or center floor. Midfield, whatever you want to call it. I know I've been called wrong. I'm sorry for that. But that was a great second period, exciting. The intensity has not let up. We hope to see that again in the third period, and we believe we will. We will be back after a short commercial break. Thank you to Manny. Good luck, Nationals. Stand tall, stand on your head.
Yeah, thanks.
Carry the team, eh? That's what goalies do. Thank you. To all the Bantam players, too, we will hopefully have their Nationals next week. Look for that. Look for the score. Support them because that's awesome that they can go out to BC and represent Manitoba. So we'll be back after a short commercial break.
Hi, I'm Nettie Weiss from Metal Master. You had an accident? Sometimes they're embarrassing, but they're always inconvenient. We have an incredible staff to take care of you. We have platinum certified techs in 4 different categories. We are certified as a gold class accredited shop. If you've made a claim already, perfect. Call us with your claim number. If you need a claim opened, give us a call. We'll walk you through it. Sometimes you can get a little nervous dealing with NPI. We'll help you out. From Metal Master Auto Body, we'll straighten it out.
If you take the first mortgage you're offered, a high interest rate could take your travel budget and send it packing. Before you choose a mortgage, take a second look. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today. If you take the biggest mortgage you can get, you might find your budget can't support other important costs, like buying furniture. Don't let your mortgage weigh you down. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today.
At Super 8 Winnipeg West, we have your comfort in mind with free Wi-Fi and free daily Superstart breakfast. We also have guest laundry facilities, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a jetted hot tub. Sleep well in a spacious guest room equipped with plush new bedding, a 50-inch flat-screen HD TV, microwave, mini refrigerator, and Keurig coffee maker. Or book a suite with a kitchen, ideal for extended stays. Super 8 Winnipeg West, located just inside the perimeter on Portage Avenue.
And we're back. That was an intense ending. Well, an intense entire game. Second period kept up that ferocity of the first period. And yes, I was wanting to bring that up with you, Mark. You wanted to bring up, now what do you call it? Respect in, no, it's not.
Respect in sport. Yeah.
Respect? Okay, it is.
Yeah.
And this is, oh, the door's left open. This is for the refs, and we kind of talked about that. Make sure my mic is on. But yeah, and I've noticed this. I mean, I don't know box lacrosse, but I know in other sports, a big problem, maybe not so much in this league, but you still need this league to set the example, is retaining young refs to have kind of the next generation, because as the sport grows, you need refs to grow. And a lot of that is respect in sport, and that's why you're trying to bring attention to that.
Yeah, that's something that we've kind of highlighted just recently, that referees all over, it doesn't matter what sport, even if it's umpire, soccer, that the abuse of officials is something that needs to be talked about. And that's something here. Our local league is the Red River Lacrosse Association, and we're setting forth a program and a plan here to adjust the way of people's thinking about officials.
Hard shot, and shot clock will end.
So, got a breakaway happening here. Oh, no. That wasn't fair, so they got to bring it back, right? But needless to say, that's something we want to draw attention to and have that conversation publicly, is that abuse of officials has to stop. We can't have a game without officials, period. That's just the way it is. And it doesn't matter what sport we're talking about here.
And we've seen Manitoba, and again, we are on 4-on-4 for the next 30 seconds here.
10-6 for the Blizz.
10-6 for the Blizz, yeah. You're just rushing. Ooh, trying to do one of those behind the back shots. But we've seen it in, I know BC, there are hockey leagues, there are soccer leagues, I think in Ontario, where it's gotten so bad that they're banning parents from even watching their kids. And we want to, obviously you want to crack down on that before you even have to think of that in the conversation here in Manitoba.
Absolutely. Oh, another penalty coming over here to Quebec.
And I hear we're going to do a special show with you on this.
Yeah, I think that's something that all of us sports can come together in some way and have a discussion of what it's like and expose and have those testimonials from the people who've been inside the game to officiate it, what it's like and how they feel, because it's not fun. I officiated for the first time this year.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and we had a lack of officials, so if it wasn't for coaching provincial level lacrosse, it would have been a big struggle, and it's not fair to handle the pressure. So
we have a misconduct.
We got 2 minutes for interference coming up here,
and a 5, and we see Andrew MacArthur walking out of off the floor.
So yeah, just to wrap that up about the whole thing, and then I think how this sparked is that we got 2 officials here, Jeff Kitts and Chris Lamont, 2 individuals that have come out of town here. So here at Founders and the national tournaments, our officials are from all over Canada. It's just as big for them and an honor for them to be here as it is for the players. And to get that gold medal game is just as much as an honor. So we have to pay them their due and give them the respect that they deserve.
Yeah. And I know I've seen the posters in some rinks that, that ref is someone's kid. Long pass, stretching. Manitoba's going to corral that and get their offense. But one thing I mentioned is in one of the tournaments we have, it was that ref was someone's grandparent, and they tuned in, they watched, which again supports the sport, and it was just to watch granddad behind home plate as the home plate umpire.
Yep.
And so again, just that example to kids all ages. Oh, great heads-up play by the defense.
Kind of caught him there on the top right corner of the jersey there and rolled down. Dangerous play. It's hard to look down as a goalie.
Those pads, again, we've talked about the size of the pads. I don't know if it gets through on camera just how much bigger than goalie pads, than back catchers pads, than all these big pads. These are big, even bigger than that. And would limit that mobility. We have 15 seconds left, 10 seconds now in the first penalty. 5-on-3 shot just over the crossbar. Ooh, Quebec knocking it back to Blaze.
Good try. And if you notice on the 5-on-3 here, it actually looks like a 4-on-3 with a guy back at center. Top end, higher end, older age lacrosse, that tends how it is. So if you throw 5 guys in there on the 3, it's kind of a mess, right? There's really not too practicality. So now you got a 5-on-4 situation where everyone's hanging in there. But that last guy will watch for the ball being missed and bring it back into play in a faster speed.
Last 10 seconds of the second power play. Blay shoots, bounces off the board. Ball is flung up or stuck in his stick. I thought it was flung
Good reset. Yeah, no, that was an awesome reset.
Good reset play.
Ooh.
And that is Caden Onagi, who said his name quite a bit this game. And we are back to even strength. 16 minutes left in the third period. 10 Manitoba, 6-2 Quebec. Hasn't been as intense this period, but still hard play. Oh, and a good steal by Manitoba. We have Seth Mandrick.
Got a break.
He's all
Here we
alone.
Go.
Here he goes. Shoot.
Nice.
And he makes it.
Beautiful.
Beats the goalie, and we've talked about how hard it can be to get into that throwing motion on the breakaway, and he made that look easy.
Unreal. Seth Mandrick.
11-6.
The Lizard goal scored by number 24, Seth Mandrick. Unassisted at 4:14.
Unassisted goal, 15:46, 4:14 gone in the period, 15:46 left. And
When he comes back.
He's going to slide you down a little bit.
taking too much room, I'm told.
Yeah.
We'll have a special guest coming soon. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
We'll see.
Interesting word to use. And Manitoba again putting pressure on the offense. 11-6 here in front. Shot.
Oh, nice
over the
play.
wow. Pass over the shoulder goes Jackson Kluchuk. 12-6. So we saw Quebec kind of drive back with a few goals last period. Well, Manitoba has since put up 4 unanswered, giving themselves a nice cushion.
Yeah, they came out of that dressing room motivated, that's for sure, in front of the home crowd. Beautiful play, cross crease, fake top side and going down low. That's where we go in lacrosse. We want to shoot low, hips on the ground.
As we have Mikhail Briere setting up for Quebec. Their offensive zone working the outside. Bringing it in center, shot. And that gets by. What a great play. He's hit, he's tripped up, and he still keeps his feet moving, and Quebec answers quickly at 4:53 left. Or 4:53 gone in the third period. 15:07.
Yeah, it's lacrosse. It's a game of runs, right? So all of a sudden you can go on a run, kind of like basketball in a way too. All of a sudden, 5 goals mean nothing at all.
Yeah, we saw that last game with Saskatchewan just pouring it on Alberta in that last period. Unfortunately,
they're getting involved here, getting the goalie involved. That's confidence if I've ever seen it.
And here they go. Seth Mandrick setting up. Cross pass. Oh, wow.
What do we got here? Looks like we got some penalties coming here.
Just rips it to.
I think I saw a roughing signal here.
Yeah, Blaze is walking to the bench. 2 minutes.
Referee's sorting this one out.
A goal does stand, so that will bring it 13-7. And we got a penalty. We have a white walking off too. And here we go. Things are sorted out, and we'll get back to playing. 4-on-4 lacrosse. 14 minutes, 44 seconds in the third period. 13 Manitoba, 7 to Quebec. Face-offs loose. Great pickup. And good defensive play. Alexis Simard is not able to break it through. Manitoba defense smothering him. And here we go, other way. Josh Poponick setting up. Good pass. Go front of net. Shot, slot.
Good
And
save.
nice save.
Blizzard goal scored by number 8.
Now Rafael Lamoth will get the ball to set up here.
Assisted by number 24, Seth Mandrick, and number 13, Evan Ritchie.
Hard shot. And that hits the
nice,
back of the net.
nice.
I think just kind of a screen and squeezing it through some people, and another goal for Quebec. And, you know, they're not going to say die.
Don't imagine Williams saw him very much on that one. That's a really, really hard shot. How do you guys want to roll with this?
Let's just go. Let's just let it go.
And so the 13:57 score is 13-8.
All right.
All right, special guest, Mark, will you introduce us?
Yeah, this is this is someone that's been a part of lacrosse for a long, long time here in Manitoba, representing for years. Numerous awards, numerous medals, MVP awards. Kelson Borisenko just came from also University of Manhattan. Jaspers, how you doing today, Kelson?
Yeah, super excited to be here. You know, I've been here for over 2 periods, and just watching the talent. You know, since I played on the team last year, and the overturn that we had, losing around 8 guys, and the team that this Manitoba Blizzard team has been able to put out has been super impressive. You know, they've had around 10 rookies, and the way that they've played even throughout these 2 periods, and I've had the chance to come out here throughout the season and watch these guys, and it's just extremely impressive and promising that that Manitoba has to offer. And I can't wait to watch these guys throughout the week, see how they grow, and see how they turn in these big games, you know, and show up in these big games when the number's called. So I'm extremely excited and honored to be here. Now that's a huge goal.
Just again stealing that momentum back.
I had the opportunity to come out here and watch a couple of these games, and that number 23, Jackson Kluchuk's been a great player. You know, he's been a key cog in the offense of this Manitoba Blizzard, and it's no surprise to see him score a goal like that. You know, the kid's just phenomenal and a true athlete.
So Kelson, tell us about your experience as a Blizz over the years. Kind of what it was like traveling, coming from Manitoba, going, 2 provinces over, on the bus, 36 hours, so on and so forth. Tell us a little bit about your experience as a Blizz player.
It's different. Yeah, it's definitely difficult. When I've played from other teams in junior, from junior in Ontario, and you never travel nearly as much as this. And I think that's something that's extremely underestimated when we play. We travel more than any other team in the country, and that's for a fact. There's no doubt about that. Wow, what a great play by Cam Stuckey. Jackson Neufeld got that ball up. But yeah, I think that's one thing that's underestimated is the amount that we travel, and the way that these guys on this team figure out how to travel is extraordinary. Yeah. We have guys buying mattresses especially for the trip. We have guys buying these pillows, Yeah, and I think that's true camaraderie is built on the bus, and that's something that you can't ever take away from the Blizzard.
Oh, there we go. Got a penalty coming here.
12:54 left in the third period, and hearing so much stuff. We're trying to keep you caught up too. We got a slashing penalty here for Manitoba, so 14-8. Quebec has been shown to spurts of offense, but looking to do that here, have been shown to able to score on the power play. And just setting up here. So I guess a question for someone like me who isn't doesn't know the Blizzard as much. What's a short road trip to you? Because I mean, we hear the long ones, and yet even the short ones are still pretty long.
Yeah, that's a funny question, actually. When I get down to school and all the guys ask, like, how far do you travel? And it's like, well, the closest team's like 6-7 hours away. And, they just can't believe it, right? That we travel 6-7 hours for the closest game. And it's really tough on you, right? You get on the bus at 6 a.m., you're not there till whatever, 2 in the afternoon, and you play at 6. It's tough, but, you get used to it, right? These guys work so hard, practice multiple days a week, do conditioning, and I think their bodies are ready. And I think coming into a Founders Cup like this, that's one thing that's underestimated from them is the ability to play multiple games in a short number of days. Because that's one thing that they do that not a lot of other teams do in the RMLL is play a lot of games in a short number of days.
Yeah, it's like mini tournaments, right? So you run into Calgary, you run into Saskatoon, you run into Edmonton, and you end up playing 2 to 5 games sometimes. Various opponents. It's like mini tournaments.
Oh, it went in.
Oh, it's too bad.
It was just like a little flick shot, and I guess it just got over Carter Williams.
That's
I thought
sneaky.
I had a good beat on it.
That's sneaky.
We are now up to 14-9, Manitoba over Quebec.
All right, so the goalies are asking here for a water break, and when it's like a timeout, but the players are not allowed to go to the bench. That's what's happening here. Cool. So now you're down. So where did your lacrosse career go after the Blizzard?
Yeah, so I was pretty fortunate. I think through the growth that I've had in the Blizzard, I gained the opportunity to experience life and lacrosse in Manhattan, New York, in New York City. And I think that's been a real blessing and something that I don't overlook by any means. I get to play collegiate lacrosse at Manhattan College. We play plenty of teams throughout New York State and some of the surrounding states, and I think that's one thing that a lot of Manitoba players growing up in the systems are starting to look to. I looked at players like Luke Magnan before me, and I think a lot of players are starting to look at players ahead of them and thinking, wow, this is an opportunity. This is things that I can start looking to. And, it's a real advantage getting an education and getting to play lacrosse at one of the highest levels possible. And it's an amazing opportunity that Manitoba's put together. And, the change that it's gone through in the last 5 to 6 years with new owners and new stadiums and different travel routines, I think it's big for Manitoba lacrosse.
Minor interference happening there.
Battle down in the corner. The shot was getting pretty low as well. Manitoba able, and you can see Quebec just kind of putting some extra pressure on, trying to steal possession as best they can and get some more goals. Just over 11 minutes left in the third period. Here we go, Manitoba working it inside. Oh, it bounced out. Able to keep possession. Great play.
That's hard work. And they got one for that.
That is just a great play by Caden Onegi. That's a kid that I've watched growing up, and he's made some fantastic plays. In a situation like that is just amazing.
Mm-hmm. Able to
Agreed.
That's a hard work penalty. You just make the other player work so hard that he has to hold you, otherwise he's going to get burnt.
Well, we go back on the power play here. Blaze has got a couple already tonight, doesn't he? I think he's got a couple goals. If not, he should. That's for darn sure.
And
he has points.
You watch the composure of Caden Onegi after taking a penalty like that. Just go to the crease, doesn't say anything, doesn't take anything. What an amazing play by him.
10:40 left in the third period.
Oh. Good try.
Ball given.
Yeah. Quebec player carried it back in after having possession. Goes back to the other team.
Manitoba getting another chance here. Here we go, setting up.
14-9, 10:30 left in the third.
Oh, hard pass. It wasn't corralled. Oh, great second effort to pick it up. Cross, not able to get that cross pass down. Blaze setting up the offense. Hard shot. Oh, my goodness.
What a snipe.
That kid has a terrific shot. After playing with him for 4 years, you can always count on him to hit those shots in those critical moments. We have fans over here on the side chanting MVP, and there's nothing short of greatness from him. He has had an unbelievable tournament. Although we're just 2.5 periods into it, he has been absolutely terrific.
Yeah, so, you and Blaze have played for many, many years together, even all the way from club all the way up, right?
Yeah, it's been interesting. I played with him since I was around 10 years old, up until now, until last year. And, you know, he's truly a special player. I think he was a little underlooked, you know, throughout his years. But I think throughout this year being the captain of the Manitoba Blizzard, which is something that's extremely honorable. And in the years past, we've had terrific captains. And, you know, this year he's really found his stride and found his role in the team to be something special.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Manitoba getting the ball and bringing it into Quebec's zone. 10 seconds on the shot.
All right, well, hey, Kelson, thanks a lot for taking some time with us here today, and good luck in the future. Good to have you. You coming back to Toba or what?
Yeah, thank you very much. I hope to be in the province soon again, you know, whether it be coaching up or playing. You know, this province done so much for me, and it can do so much for other players I'm so lucky to be from this province. So thank you very much.
Awesome.
And good luck to the Blizzard.
Awesome. Love you to death, buddy.
Shot goes bouncing up and over the glass. 9 minutes, 20 seconds.
Yeah, I coached Kelson a couple years, probably about 4 years, 5 years. I don't even know at this point, but really passionate player, really drove the sport. Passing the torch on now.
Ball comes in.
That's a tough
Good
break
pass.
for Williams.
Gabriel Grondin passes it to
Nice
Nathan
snipe,
Pouliot.
though.
Pouliot? Sorry.
Wow, nice. Great goal by Pouliot there. Really found that little space right between the legs there.
And that 5-goal cushion, that seems to be about where things stay. When one team breaks it, either goes up to 6 or down to 4. The other one responds, and it makes a crazy game because you never know if a breakout happens by Quebec and all of a sudden the game's tied, or can Manitoba clamp down and run away with it again. 9 minutes left in the third period. You see the physicality.
Hard work there. That's a double press on the guy trying to get the ball back. Yeah, it's a game of runs, and it's a game of inches, too. Quebec player kind of got away with one there. It's getting physical.
Good rush in. Good save. Goalie didn't see that. Jackson Kluchuk made a good effort. Now here comes Quebec.
So a lot of these guys have played at national level, like national tournaments on Quebec over the years. Manitoba, some of these players are familiar with each other over the years. They've played a minor, peewee, bantam, and midget, and traded gold medals with each other. This game is far from over.
Bit of a bobble there by Carter, but he is able to get it out. And they start pressing forward. Here comes Manitoba. 10 seconds left on the shot. Quebec is able to steal the ball. Maintain possession. Just kind of knocked. And the shot is blown, so I guess that wasn't a full steal and just kind of knocked it away. Good job by Quebec. Heads up play. Now here comes Raphael Lamont, trying to bring the ball into the offensive zone. Good pressure, good defense by Manitoba. Looking for that opening. Trying to get it short side, bounces away. Good shot.
Beautiful goal. Oh my, sidearm shot. 5-hole.
It's a great shot.
Arguably 5-hole. So in lacrosse, there's so hockey is like 5-hole, and if you do your research on the goalies, there's up to 9 holes in lacrosse. It's kind of interesting, but needless to say, that was number 9, right? Ralph Lamoth. Was that who scored that one there?
I'm pretty sure. We'll get it confirmed here. Yeah.
Ralph Lamoth. There we go.
7 minutes left.
So he's overcome a torn ACL to come play back this summer also too. Ralph Lamont there. He's a talented player. Can definitely go far. Very dedicated. Very cool player.
Quebec putting some extra pressure on again, trying everything they can. 10 seconds left on the clock. On the shot. Getting it to the middle. And Manitoba defense is hammered down. Sprinting in, setting up. Here's the shot. Good save by Simard.
Comes the hard transition. Oh, Blizz got a penalty coming. I think we got an interference call coming from the back side here.
Quebec will set up here, waiting for the sixth guy. A little slow to get off is Simard. Alex Simard.
A 6-on-5 happening here.
10 seconds left on the shot.
Big stop.
Be a slash officially. So another power play coming from Quebec. Time where they need goals. Down by 4, 15 Manitoba, 11 for Quebec. 6 minutes, 8 seconds left in the third period.
2 minutes for slashing, time penalty 13:52. LeBert slashing 13:52.
Yeah, Zach LeBert, she also Team Manitoba alumni. Just actually spent last year at the Hill Academy. Nice snipe again. Lamoth, what a talented player. He's got one heck of a shot, that Lamoth, eh?
Able to just whip it through people and I mean using the screen then when you can put the ball where you want it through a screen, you just become so much more dangerous.
Yeah, I'm sure Williams would want that one back, that's for sure. So 15-11 for the Blizz now.
12.
15-12, sorry. I'm a little
getting dangerous.
Waiting for the officials here.
And here come Quebec. Matthew LeBert. It was a knockdown. The attacker bringing in the zone. Here we go. Zachary Miller coming in, rushing, looking for an opening. Pass center.
A hot hand.
Not able to get the shot off in time. Shot clock does go off, so Manitoba defense clamping down there. You get the switch. And here comes Manitoba. Ball bouncing up, down, high, hits the rafters. And here come the Kodiaks. Setting things up. Good shot, deflected to the side. Devin Miller and Zachary Miller. Working in, Devin. Shot, knocked out.
Nice shot by Quebec there.
And they'll get the reset in the ball.
They're coming. 3-goal deficit, that's it.
Good shot, almost hits the ref behind the net. Or maybe it did hit him, looks like he's grabbing his pad. Carter Williams putting the block there saying, hey, my defense needs some help.
Yeah, setting picks. Goalies that set picks can be very useful and helpful.
That kind of unexpected opening. Here comes Caden making a rush at the net. Pass, no. On net. Shot is saved. Here we go, just back and forth. Both teams running full speed. LeGris deciding to let his team set up though, get the offense out there. Quebec down in the corner. Far side. Shot low, bounces around.
Big shot there.
And ball is still loose.
Zach Miller. He's got a brother out there, Davin Miller, also.
Big hit in the boards. Here we go.
Yeah, that's number 19 there. Terrence Chaillere. I'm probably butchering the name, but there we go. Report on him says he comes from the Eastern Townships. He drives an hour to practice. 2-hour drive to practice. Each practice and game, very dedicated. That's number 19 there on Quebec.
Quebec putting on pressure. Manitoba getting the ball. Hard run by Jackson Neufeld going to the net. Shoot. We got an interference call.
Yeah, it's tough.
We are 2:51 left in the third period. The score is 15-12.
Oh.
Manitoba getting the penalty shot on that play.
So when a guy's on a breakaway and he gets pushed from behind, obviously just like kind of like hockey and the rest of it, that's a penalty shot too. If it also happens in the last few minutes of the game, it's not a penalty. If an infraction happens going to the net, it's a penalty shot too. So big opportunity here.
Good way
for
to
Jackson Neufeld, who's actually extremely talented Manitoba player, has played very different programs all throughout, and I believe he's playing in the States right now too for college.
So setting back, we'll give a quick shout out to our game sponsor. Haven't been able to say them much because of the exciting Penner International. Thank you for helping us put on Game 4 of the Founders Cup. Of course, tune in tomorrow. First game, 10:15 a.m. FNLA will take on Alberta, the War Chiefs.
They sent the rookie Will Angus out there to mop the floor up. The sweat on the floor factors, especially on these concrete floors here, right on top of the crease.
So again, tune in. We have all 4 games tomorrow: 10:15 a.m., 1:15 p.m., 4:15, and 7:15. That is the time for both Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Saturday we shake it up a bit, trying to fit in another game. 20 more games after this one. Founders Cup week here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And here we go.
Set up the RV out back here and just kind of like hang around, or what?
That would have been smart. Shot, and it's in!
Beauty.
Jackson Neufeld, 16th goal.
Gorgeous play.
Separates them just a little bit more, as Quebec had been putting some serious pressure on it.
That could be a timely goal.
Kodiak's too many men penalty and scored by number 17. William Endon. Time of penalty 17:09.
And so 16 Manitoba, 12 for Quebec.
Well, there's our goal scored by number 2, Jackson Neufeld. Time of the goal, 17:09.
And here we go. 2 minutes, 51 seconds left here in the third period. Quebec looking to overcome 4 goals.
Oh, we got some rough stuff happening. Ooh. That's that Terrence Chaillere. Once again. And captain, number 6, Blaise Bezecki. Blaise won't put up with anything.
Why is Blue getting a penalty? Hey, why is Blue getting a penalty? Why is Blue getting a penalty?
Fans upset. Fans upset that it's even up play with 2:50 left. There you go.
Who gets the ball?
So in lacrosse, there's like coincidentals don't really happen, coincidental minors. So it's 2-2, and then we're gonna go 4-4 here is what's happening.
It's not coincidental minors, it's minor major. Quebec getting a 5-minute up on the board.
Oh, well, that's a whole different story.
Here comes Manitoba.
Number 19, Terrence Chair. 5 minutes for roughing. And the Blizzard number 6, Blaise Bezecki, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 17:10.
And here comes Quebec. Stopping the rush short, letting offense get in. Here we go. Miller.
Oh, back in call.
Here comes Quebec, pass center.
It's a big possession for Quebec here.
Good save.
Good save. I'm not sure if Williams really saw that one come through off his pads.
Just one of those position saves. You get in the right position and
a lot of pushing happening. Starting to get physical.
they rush the net. Here we go. Shot wide on Seth Mandrick.
Oh no. Here we go. Loose ball. So another thing in lacrosse, like goals and assists, loose balls are also a statistic that's very coveted. Very coveted.
Kodiak's using a timeout.
Suppose if you're crazy enough to get in there and come out with the ball,
yeah,
it's worth measuring and getting paid for, right?
Yeah.
Like rebounds in basketball also, same thing.
So we have 1 minute 38 seconds left. The score is Manitoba 16, Quebec 12. Manitoba will have their player out of the box in 48 seconds, and Quebec's player will remain in the box the rest of regulation, barring a couple of goals, as he had a major.
It's not insurmountable,
but it's a lot harder now.
Yeah. Quebec's going to have to take a lot of chances here. And you're probably going to watch that goalie sprint back and forth out of that goal. If not, going to start 5-on-5 here. I'm not sure. Didn't really see who's getting possession. Looks like Quebec's going to get possession here.
They had the ball when the timeout was called.
Yeah. So.
And here we go. So you have 48 seconds on even strength 4-on-4.
So they're going to try and go for it here. The extra goalie pulled out right now, Quebec. Rock and roll. Raphael Lamoth.
Looking for that opening. There you go. Crashing the net, shot.
And there it is.
In,
There's
and
one.
It pays off.
That's
20 seconds gone.
Brilliant coaching move. Absolutely brilliant coaching move. Now we're off to the face-off. It'll be interesting how they set up for the face-off if they do a defensive face-off. So they can throw guys on one side or the other here. Probably should start like that, being down.
16-3. 16-13, sorry. 3-goal difference.
Assisted by number 3, Devin Miller, and by number 2, Zachary Miller. Time of the goal, 18:42.
Kodiak and Blizz players having a little bit of a conversation there on the offensive side for Kodiak's. Got to push. Big draw. Kodiak's need to pick this ball up.
And they do.
There goes the goalie.
5-on-4 for 18 seconds.
They got to hurry here. If they don't get a shot off, then they got to watch behind, transition, reverse.
1 minute left in the game. Regulation play.
5 seconds and the Blues players coming out.
Charge to the net.
Here the
shot,
Blues players
save.
out. Extra man off.
Shot. Oh, just over goalie's head.
Goalie lost stick in the door.
And
trying to get back in. Liz have a guy, Bezecki's hanging out around the offensive zone of the Kodiaks, waiting way far out. Balls
here
up
we
to
go.
him.
Balls. Oh, big bounce off the boards.
Blues are just going to kill this if they can.
30 seconds left. Blaze is trying to kill for his team. 20 seconds left.
15 seconds left. 10, 9.
And Quebec's just going to pass off, back off. And Manitoba will come up with a win, a hard-fought win. Quebec just driving back into things. And the final score is Manitoba 16, Quebec 13.
Not a bad game overall.
That was intense. 3 periods through.
Yep.
And we will be back.
Same sort of talent pool, same sort of province size. This was the game that we expected to have here between these two.
We'll be back. I think we'll be looking to grab Caden Onagi for an interview, so stay tuned with Player of the Game. Devin Miller winning Player of the Game for the North Shore Kodiaks.
Then for the Manitoba Blizzard, Will Lutz.
There we go, Will winning it for Manitoba Blizzard. So I'll be, after the quick picture here, we'll go grab our interview. Kevin Larson here with Caden Onegi. Great game by you.
Thank you.
You had help all around you. It was an intense game. Were you expecting a game just to be this intense, first period to third?
Yes, it's Founders, so everyone's piped up, and they played their first game, so obviously they were pretty excited to play this game, and it was very, very intense near the end there, and I definitely expected it was going to be like that.
How, just the crowd, how did it make you feel? They were just in it the whole game. They were loud. They were cheering you on. Did that boost you to a new level?
Yeah, there's a lot of parents out there cheering on for us, so it definitely helped us win this game. So it was awesome.
All right, and then how long is it going to take you to just wind down and be able to get to bed tonight? Now just being wound up, and like you said, this is your first time here.
Yeah, it's my first time here, so the jitters are still there. So it's going to be a tough one to get back to bed and wake up early in the morning and play the next game.
All right, well, we won't keep you. Thank you for coming here, and congratulations, and represent Toba. Get some more. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Kevin Larson here with Amateur Sports TV. Again, join us for Game 5 tomorrow, 10:15 is opening face-off. And we will have all 20 more games, 4 more games tomorrow, 4 after, all the way through until Sunday's 3 championship games. So thank you, and tune in tomorrow.